This video is powered by Dr. Cinik, one of the world's leading hair transplant centres and a top choice among football superstars. Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link below for your free consultation. I'm even thinking about getting it done myself.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just beaten Southampton 3-1 here at the Emirates. Listen, we played the Saints, but I was sinning through that whole game, and I'm sure you watching it were sinning as well.
Yeah. Listen, lessons not learned. I'll be honest, like last week it was the same, and it was the same then. Open again, they created chances, we were vulnerable at the back in the second half. First half was a non-entity, I have to say. It just wasn't there. Slow football.
Do we disrespect Southampton, Lee? Do you think the players had a mindset where it's like, oh, they're coming to the Emirates, we should smoke them, or do you think it's down to that, or do you think it's just, is it a management, is it the amount of rotation and changes he made? Because I was quite shocked how many changes were made today.
Yeah, well, we said there would be rotation. I get it, but I think rotation of certain players that wasn't there. Listen, all of a sudden, what that tells me today is that Kai Havertz is key. Yeah. Key. As soon as he goes up front, we're a different team. But listen, I'm angry. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm everything about it. The one thing that the massive positive for me, is that when we made the changes, when we went a goal down, we lit up the place.
We shouldn't be going a goal down.
We should not be going a goal. We shouldn't be going a
goal
goal
down.
I don't
be disrespectful.
No, we shouldn't be. Listen, we shouldn't be conceding goals against teams that have come up from the Championship. Yeah. And finding their way in the Premier League, and Leicester done it, and they did it today. They had one that hit the bar.
Yeah, oh my God, I forgot,
from a corner. I don't know how we got away with that. They had a flick on which went over the bar, and where I was thinking it was going in. Ain't good enough. Yeah. It's not good enough. You cannot do and give away sort of chances like that. You get away with it. You got away with it last week. You got away with it again. But it's not good. It's not good against Championship sides.
Is it fair to say though, like even City say against Fulham, Fulham almost got a result. Palace almost got a result against Liverpool.
I'm not worried about Liverpool. I'm not worried about Man City. I'm not worried about anybody. I'm not worried about the dog and duck how they got on today. You know what I mean? What I'm worried about is Arsenal and the way we're playing at home. And I keep seeing the same mistakes last year that cost us, and I've seen them again today. It hasn't cost us today. That could have. They had 4 or 5 chances today. The one that hits the bar, I don't know how that don't go in.
Crazy.
He's missed it from 2-3 yards.
Yeah. Will it punish us at some point? Because listen, it's still early on in the season. His home form compared to the away form seems. I know we're winning games, but there's definitely a difference between home and away Arsenal.
Of course, there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like there's what is there more emphasis to defend when you're away from home? At home, it's all about attacking, and we do have to take risk a little bit, But and you are, you're the counter attack you're susceptible to because of that.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah.
But you keep doing it and make mistakes. And we're saying that it's 2-1 with about 10 minutes to go against the Championship team last season, by the way, right? And you're going, anything can happen, a deflected shot a smash, like a 20-yard freak goal or whatever.
So you're nervous at 2-1 as well?
Of course you are. Yeah. Then when it goes 3-1, then it's game over. Yeah. But you're looking at that at home, and the team that you're putting out, you shouldn't be hanging on or worried about a game against Southampton, who have been pumped 3 or 4 times already this season. And I'm worried about that.
Yeah,
I'm worried about that. It's a great entertainment game. It was entertaining at the end, and we're all happy and all that, and I get that.
But you was annoyed at a point.
Very much so, and I'm pretty sure Mikel is. I'm pretty sure he is. But I do think the biggest thing for me was the step up of when we win a goal down. Forget the subs hadn't come on at that time. The reaction is first class. Yeah. Bang, Havertz, fantastic goal. Then the substitution come on, which is what you want, and they make an impact. Today, Saka was outstanding. Yeah. Outstanding. I watched him today, and watch it later on. Every time he gets the ball, 2 or 3 over him. When Sterling had the ball, just one on him. Yeah. Just one on him. And this Saka keeps producing. Yeah. Keeps producing, 2 or 3. Garrett doubling up on him all the time, Dave, sometimes 3. Producing. Unbelievable performance. Kai Havertz closely behind him.
Yeah, very good.
But the rest of them today, not good enough. Not good enough, you know.
So you're looking more towards the negatives, because I feel like some people say, listen, it's not a sign of a champion. They can say you won the game in the end. Like, that's what you got to do. But there's more negative.
Listen,
Even for me when I was watching, there's so many negatives in today's performance.
Yeah. And listen, I'm going to take the positives from it because we've won the game.
Right.
That's the first thing. You've got over the line. You've done the job. Secondly, you know that old saying like, oh, if you don't play well, it's a sign of a good team, you win the game. So that's another thing. But if you carry on doing that, it will come and bite you up the arse. Julian talked about a shark. I know. The one thing to do, you go in the water with a shark, it will bite you in the arse. You know what I mean?
So you can't keep playing like that.
So you cannot keep playing like that. You cannot do it. You've got to be solid. Like against PSG. That's how I want to see us perform. I no doubts of it sitting there. It was the professional performance. Now, I've got no doubt when Liverpool come in, it'll be a different game.
Yeah.
Because
why is that? Is that us underestimating teams then?
No, it's a little bit of that, a little bit of complacency. It's also, you know, that they've got players in their team that can damage you, so you've got to be as a defender on your game. Today, you're not. You know, you haven't got to be at your very best to win a game of football, like, you know. And this is why I always admire teams like Celtic and Rangers when they're up there against teams all the time. They still churn it down over, and that's what we've got to do. When you come to these teams here, you've got to have that mentality. We are not conceding today. We are going to win. We're going to win well and go from there, like. And you just keep chalking them off. Win. The greatest thing at this moment in time is that we've got the points that matter. And we've not been that convincing. So we move on from that. And listen, enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the win. You've got to enjoy the win. Enjoy the international break and enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, it's another 3 goals, and there was some good stuff in that today. There was some good play. Some of the play, you know, Ramsdale had to make 3 or 4 really good saves. Set pieces were always a problem. There's good things from that Arsenal performance that you take from, like, you know, just get that defending right, because we're gonna have 8, 9. You're only going to get Liverpool, Man United, maybe, like, you know, Man City are going to come here and play one certain way. Most teams are going to come here and play like that. So you've got to be solid, ruthless, and make sure you get the points and get it done.